cake? Come on, princesses and cartoon characters Barbie are going to the internet!
Holy cow, we're in the internet!
Isn't that an astute observation? Ralph, what is wrong with you?
Hello everybody, I hope you enjoyed that fun little intro. Let's get right into the makeup tutorial. To start off, I'm going to prime my face with a blurring primer. Since I am transforming into a cartoon character, I want to make sure my face is as poreless and has no texture. For foundation, I want to choose something that is more on the matte / full coverage side because I do want to cancel out any hyperpigmentation or any darkness and just even out my skin tone. I also am going to begin covering my lips so that we can redraw them later on. Now it's time to draw Vanellope's brows. So instead of going for a traditional brow product, I'm just using a gel liner. Since Vanellope has jet black hair, this was the best option to make them look as precise and as cartoon-like as possible. You want to keep the shape pretty straight overall to achieve more of a youthful appearance. And at the beginning of the brow, there's just one little piece of hair that sticks up. I wanted to keep that little hair because she is a troublemaker and I think that kind of adds a little bit of edginess to her. Now with a concealer that is 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone, you can start highlighting. So Vanellope's face shape is very round, very youthful, so I'm using this concealer to basically round out my face. So you can be very generous with the highlight. As you can see here, I put some on my forehead and in between my brows, underneath my eyes to kind of give me higher cheekbones, underneath the brow to cancel out any darkness or hyperpigmentation and create more contrast with the brows, and across the bridge of the nose, basically all the way until you reach the tip. Because Vanellope doesn't have a bridge to her nose, you want to cancel that out completely. The goal with the chin is to round it out and shorten it as much as possible, so I'm going to place the concealer right above where my chin actually ends. And I know it looks super weird, but it does achieve the effect that we're going for. And then just blend it out by patting everything away with a damp beauty blender. I noticed a little bit more darkness underneath my nose, so I'm adding more concealer under there, and whatever's left of that concealer I'm using to also cover up my lips. To lock everything in place, I'm going to use a setting powder. The setting powder also helps to lighten the areas up a little bit more. Since she is a little bit more fair than me, this helped me out so much. And of course, do not forget to set the lip area so it doesn't budge. I'm going to contour the chin a little bit more by adding this dark contour color to the very end of my chin so that it completely disappears. You want to be careful not to add too much and to drag it down the neck area so it doesn't look muddy. And I also added some concealer to conceal my beauty mark and contrast the dark contour. I'm applying this light beige all over my lid to kind of open up the area and make it look a little bit bigger. I'm also taking that contour shade across the bridge to continue canceling out any shadows. And to give the eyes a more rounded appearance, I'm enhancing the crease area with the dark contour color. So for the liner, I'm just using a felt tip liner to draw what's pretty much an upside down smiley face that extends past the outer corners of the eyes. I'm also choosing to flick out the outer parts to create little lashes. Vanellope has like accent lashes on the outer parts of her eyes, so basically just create a bunch of winged liners in a row. Go ahead and accentuate your own lashes by adding 2 to 3 coats of mascara. I also added some false lashes that are a little bit more wispy and flared out towards the ends to really add to the drama of Vanellope's lashes. Vanellope has no bottom lashes, so I'm going to cancel out my lashes with a jumbo eye pencil in white. So I'm dragging it along the waterline and the lash line. This is also going to help our eyes look a little bit bigger. To set the cream shadow in place and soften out any edges, I'm going to go over it with a translucent setting powder. Run a little bit of the darker contour shade against the white to make the eyes appear more rounded and bigger. It's time for my favorite part of the look, adding the blush. You want to make sure to use a blush that is more peachy in tone and pretty much place this color all over your cheeks and just on the tip of your nose. By placing the blush just on the very tip of your nose, you're starting to make the nose look shorter, smaller, and more cute. If you have fuller lips like mine, to achieve Vanellope's lip shape, you can underline your lips basically and draw a new lip line just below or above where your natural lip line is to make it look more like hers. So I'm just using a natural pink color for the lip liner to draw the line of my lips, and I'm also extending it past where the outer corners of my mouth are, and with a peach liquid lipstick I'm going just on top of that. To really define the lips, I'm taking some concealer and just outlining where I don't want my natural lip to show. And make sure to really blend this away, or else it'll look like Vanellope drank a whole glass of milk, and you don't want that. The nose still wasn't looking as pronounced as I wanted it to be, so I realized I needed to add a dark contour around the pink, and it really helped bring it to life. At this point, I popped in some contacts that I later took off because I hated, so disregard the eye color change. And to really pronounce the lips a little bit more, I'm adding some peach gloss. Here's a hack for the ears: if you don't have prosthetics, just take some Play-Doh. I would recommend black Play-Doh so it blends in with your hair, but I didn't have black, so I just used this lime green, and it makes my ears protrude a little bit more. Don't forget to add blush to the ears as well. To darken up my blonde highlights, I used a black hairspray, even though you can kind of still see the blonde peeking through, but I think it gets the effect across. For the little dot candies on my head, I got some stickers from Michaels. You can definitely find them in the stationery/sticker aisle. I actually took some real peppermint candies and used some lash glue to stick them on. They were super easy to get off later on when you wash your hair, so you don't have to be too worried about that. And here's a secret, you guys. I actually put some pipe cleaners in my ponytail to give it that kind of lifted, voluminous swoop shape, and I bobby pinned it to the back of my head. And that is the completed look, you guys. I had such a blast becoming Vanellope Von Schweetz, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the transformation as well. If you guys enjoyed this video and would like to see more videos like it, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. I'm always reading and replying to your comments. And also don't forget to join the Big Apple Beauty family by clicking the red subscribe button, and I hope to see you guys on my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout, over and out.